think we're live. Hey y'all, hey friends, hey foe. I'm just kidding. I figured, you know what, I'm just gonna go live. There's just been so much craziness going on in life in the world, and whoever watches, great, awesome, welcome. If it's only one person, 0 people, it doesn't matter. Hopefully I can save the video and just shed some light into people's lives, and nothing ever goes in vain. And going live is a little intimidating. Usually I do videos and throw it up there, but hey, take what sticks and leave the rest, as they say, right? I just want to welcome like-minded people in the community and just honestly speak from the heart. And there's so many things to be grateful for, there is, and the world's just been super dark lately, super heavy, a lot going on, and I felt really alone. I feel really alone, and I don't want anyone to feel that way. Pain never goes in vain. I don't know who's coming in. I can't see it, y'all, but hey. So for those of you who know me, my name is Brianne, blonde, blunt, beautiful. And it's not about that today. It's not about anything negative in that sense. And for those of you who know me, I work in mindset mentorship. I also do relationship coaching, especially with yourself. And I work in finance, just bringing awareness and light back to people and just making sure everyone has equal opportunity to gain success where others can't, or just the elite can, right? So I'm all about bringing opportunity to people. And so yesterday was Sunday, and I just want to talk a little bit about it because I actually went somewhere that I loved. I was so excited, and what I realized is I didn't actually love that place. I fell in love with an illusion. I fell in love with a lie. And I might get emotional, but it's okay. It's good. What do I mean by this is sometimes when you go through life, hi everyone. Sometimes when you go through life, there's energetic shifts, there's changes, there's development. It's never constant. It's constantly moving, constantly putting you forward. It's constantly challenging you. And the experience I had yesterday was so profound on so many levels. And I had this experience where I felt like I completely left my body and I was looking down at myself, completely repeating a potential disaster scenario from back in June. And I saw everything completely unfolding the way that it did months ago. And I felt like God handed me a piece of paper and was like, girl, this is your retest. What you gonna do? Okay? And whether you believe or not, it doesn't matter. I don't push my beliefs on other people. I don't care what your beliefs are in anything. At the end of the day, we're all human. We all want the same basic things. Food, safety, love, security, happiness, and shelter, right? It's not about division. It's about basic fundamentals of life. And yesterday when I had that experience, I just felt like I floated and I watched down the same scenario that got me into trouble unfolding. But this time I was in control. This time I didn't fall for the temporary band-aid that I had to put on myself to try and heal wounds that I didn't think still existed. Whew, sorry. But I'm sharing this with you guys because if anybody out there ever feels this way or knows somebody that does, you are not alone. The disaster unfolded, and what I realized was that when you feel like you're leveling up, you're constantly moving forward, you're changing, you're developing yourself. And if you don't fully and in great depth and detail heal with the things that break you or that hurt you or destroy you or past traumas or whatever it is, the things that get you down, you start seeking external validation. You start seeking temporary highs, temporary places, temporary people, temporary activities. And it's a band-aid. There's so much craziness going on in the world, you guys. It's all about instant gratification. There's so much lust, greed, drugs, sex, rock and roll, alcohol, escapism. You don't see loyalty, chivalry, connection, commitment, depth. There's so many idols. It's just all so fake. And I just feel like true colors are starting to come out. The chaos in the world is really bringing that out. And I just want everyone to know, like, if you start going away from who you are or what you believe in to have that fun. Now, I'm not saying some of that stuff isn't fun. Like, you get engulfed in it to get that high, to really escape what you're going through, or just to have a good time. At the end of the day, ask yourself, is it really worth it? I had such a profound experience. It's not. It's not worth it. Are those decisions or activities or things going to get you to where you truly want to go? At the end of the day, all of us are wounded. Men and women alike. There's so many of us who are wounded. I don't know who this is. Oh, I can't answer that. But it's what we do. It's what we choose to do with those wounds. They say that hurt people are the ones who hurt people. Now, when you're at a crossroad in life, there's two decisions you can make. Hi, whoever's coming in. Much love to all you. There's two decisions you can make in life when you get to that crossroad. We're all hurt. We all have insecurities. We're all broken. We're all putting up a facade of some type. We're all trying to fake it till we make it. But I want you to ask yourself, are you the kind of person that projects your wounds and insecurities onto other people? Do you hurt them back because you're hurt? Or are you that person that likes to try and bring the light regardless of what you're going through? Are you like that? Because I am. And I'm not perfect by any means. I say and do stupid things. I have the thoughts and mindset sometimes that's negative and that can get me into trouble and bring myself down. But I definitely make sure I don't go out of my way to hurt people. And when you're at that crossroad, do you turn inward for healing rather than project your insecurities outward and shut people down to protect yourself? What choice do you make? Because ultimately, that's the only one you can make. When we talk about an egg analogy, the analogy of an egg and a chicken being born. If that egg is broken from internal forces, life begins. If that egg is broken from external forces, life ends. It's dead. If we're constantly seeking outside things for validation and to bring us alive and bring us that joy and that fulfillment that we so all deeply desire and our biggest wants, needs, we're dead in the water because it starts from within. We have to find that, we have to find that from within ourselves. And that's where life is going to begin over. So when you get that piece of paper, are you passing that test? Are you going to get that retest? What does it look like to you? What are the most important things? And I just, we're the arithmetic mean of the 5 people we hang around most. And disclaimer, because I'm in the, mentorship area. Nobody take offense to what I'm saying. No one, it's not directed at anyone. Don't read between the lines. I know sometimes people can get offended by posts. I'm just telling you, if you ever doubt, just ask, because it's 99.9% has nothing to do with you. This is my experiences, things I go through. So as I say this, I just want you all to keep that in mind, because I don't want anyone getting offended. It's not about that. You're all wonderful. I love you. You're in my life for a reason. But what I wanted to say is you are the arithmetic mean of the 5 people you hang around most. And it doesn't mean that people are bad people. At the end of the day, I think everybody's good. I think everybody has greatness in them. I think everybody has something to offer. And there's always good. And that's what can get me into trouble sometimes, okay? And because I'm always finding that good in others. And you know what? People, like I said, hurt people. I don't think it's ever intentional. But I wanted to bring this to your attention because the types of things you do, the people you hang around with. Sorry, I'm just going to relocate here and grab a tissue for my issue. Humor, yo, right? But what I was going to say is the things that you do and the people you surround yourselves with, it doesn't mean that they're bad people, but they're going through stuff too. You can either go through stuff or you can grow through stuff. And people that are aligned with you are going to be on the same journey. And people that aren't, it's not going to help you pull you up. It's not. It's like a temperature gauge, right? So it's either, if you're sitting at like an 80 temperature gauge, right? And you're hanging out with people that are sitting cool at like a 50, they're not doing work or growth. It's going to pull you down, and it's going to start pulling them up. So you want to find that equilibrium and that balance. So you constantly want to bring yourself up and elevate yourself towards the things that you're wanting and desiring. And when you hang around people that are misaligned, it's not going to thwart you to where you want to go. And then who you hang around with, you become. And the things that you do collectively as either a group or a business or whatever environment you're in, you're going to start becoming those activities. You're going to become those beliefs. You're going to become those habits. And then what's going to happen is you're going to start to think and feel on that wavelength, and you're going to deter yourself from your ultimate goals and who you are and what you stand for. And it's not intentional. It's not a reflection of them. It's just human nature. And that's just what happens. And you just got to become aware of it. And I had a profound conversation last night that made me so aware of what I was doing. And that's why I'm sharing this with you guys, because you're not alone. I know other people out there are feeling it. And you become the product of what you're doing and what you're thinking. And then what happens is you start repeating those scenarios and you attract more of that same stuff. That's why yesterday when I was out there, I realized this is the same exact scenario that I don't want to repeat. And I'm not even kidding. One of my friends even noticed. He was like, you were just gone. You were gone. He's like, you were there, but you were gone. Like, my mind just, it went away. And it wasn't the place that I loved. It was the lie that I was telling myself. And, I told a lot of my community that I was never going to get vulnerable again, that I never want to get close to anyone again, that men or women, no one, I want to shut everyone out. I want to have walls up, guns a-blazing, go back to Gal Capone. I don't give a, And I was so set in that. I'm like, I need to have my walls up and my guns out just to protect myself. And I was like, that's not the way to go about life. And I was so adamant that you can't trust people. Because once you share your vulnerabilities, people are out to get you. And sometimes that's true, whether intentional or not. Weak opponent, it's like being in the jungle. That lion's going after the last llama in the herd, right? And I ain't going to be the last llama, just saying. But it's just, you can't spray on Axe cologne and expect to roll with billionaires, So if you're partaking in low quality things, you're not going to elevate who you are. And what I realized is when I got that retest, at the beginning, I thought that I had improved my self-worth. And I have, greatly. There's a lot of things that I went through in life and trauma and just a lot of rejection and abandonment from family growing up and a lot of assault experiences from younger, and I got over those. And hey, y'all. And working on that. But life is a constant game of growth and a constant game of challenging yourself. And you don't get to blame outward. You get to look inward. It's always inward is where the answers come from. And sometimes you're stuck, and it's been a rough few weeks. I have had 4 people die, 1 from suicide, 1 almost death. Someone right now is on their deathbed, and it's been tough. I had a best friend walk out of my life. I had a man do very much the same. A couple of them. Hey, there's people. I can't wait to see what you're saying. Much love to all of you. But it's just, people's opinions of us truly are none of our business, and it is a hard pill to swallow. And what people think of us ultimately doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we answer to ourselves. We answer to God. Heavenly Father, and I want to make sure we're not addressing the wrong enemy, because that guy's a jerk. And, you're responsible for the things that you do and the things that you choose. And I just want to encourage you to make the right choices. And I thought I was over it. But I was starting to make bad decisions. And what I realized just last night, I just realized it. It was inadvertent self-sabotage. 1,000%. I've had so many, and I still do, have so many amazing, beautiful people in my life. And I just realized that I started staying away from quality. I started rejecting, resisting, and pushing away the things that mattered. Oh, I'm losing my voice. It ain't COVID. The things that matter, the people that matter, the high quality people that are there to push you up. And why? It was self-sabotage because I was scared of them to walk away, to reject me, to abandon me, to put me down, to take advantage of me, take me for granted. All over again, the things I've experienced so much in life. I was scared for that to happen again. So I was choosing to put myself into scenarios, in with crowds, like yesterday's experience. Much love to my 2 friends I was with. This isn't you guys. I love you both. Just in situations and experiences where it wasn't quality. And I would never say I'm better than anybody. No one's better than anyone. At the end of the day, pardon my French roots coming out, but we all shit from the same hole. And you know what really trips my trigger? Is when people judge, people make assumptions, people shoot you down, people cut you out, people act like they're better than you, people ghost, people name call and judge, and that's not okay. So I'm not here to do that. I'm just saying quality. You got to ask yourself what quality means to you. And a quality life for me is integrity, love, happiness, prosperity, abundance, somewhere where I can give all the love and the joy and the abundance I have and have that reciprocated, where I can truly make an impact in the world and give back. My dad fought his entire life to try and make my brother and I have a great one, and he lost his life in the end. And I ain't about to be in business for myself and not make an impact in other people's lives while we're still here. And a lot of times I feel purposeless. Like there's no point of waking up in the morning. What do I have to wake up for? You know? The 3 driving forces of life are something to do, something to look forward to, and someone to love. And I just didn't feel like that existed. And that's why I just want to encourage you, the things that you get yourself involved in, because they can truly drag you down. And that's what was happening. And it's not about looking at people as high or low quality, but low quality things that you invest your time into is just a door of avoidance. It distracts you. It's a temporary high to avoid wounds or put up a wall so you don't repeat those same things that ultimately hurt you and brought you down. And it's tough. It's easier said than done. I'm talking to myself here, guys. I'm talking to myself here in full. And the truth is, people can't suck the life out of you unless you give them the straw. And I just want all the people out there who have ever felt this way, who have ever felt abandoned or lonely or purposeless or confused or lost. There's a huge energy shift going on right now, and you're not alone. And I'm sending you love. I'm sending you happiness. I'm sending you joy. And I'm going to try and build myself back up to be that light for all of you. I just don't want anyone to feel alone or feel like this, because it's horrible. And I just want everyone to know that you are supported and cared for, and there's a way to get out of it. I don't have all the answers. I don't know how to get out of it, but I do believe in open, honest communication. I believe in being a blessing. If you can't help yourself, help somebody else. And like-minded people got to stick together and build each other up. That's quality. At the end of the day, again, quality is just the values that you care about most that are going to build people up. So I just want to share that with you guys. Go out there, make good decisions, evaluate your life, figure out what's for you, and don't run to what's against you. Don't run to the things that you feel you have to put yourself in those positions, because if you go for high value or high quality things or goals or dreams or people, that they're going to shut you out, because it's not true. You don't need to sacrifice yourself and bring yourself down and turn away from who you are to try and fit into a crowd that doesn't serve you. So I hope this has helped someone. I hope this has touched somebody's heart. I hope this is going to save someone from, ending their life, anything. So you got a friend in me. I hope everyone has a great and blessed day. May the Lord be with you. And if you don't believe, just may the love come from me to you and just elevate you. Thank you so much. Thank you, IG. Thank you, followers, friends, strangers, whatevs. Have a beautiful, blessed day, everybody. Bye. I don't know how to turn it off. I don't know. Hi, Shane, Dylan, Caitlin, Cassie, Roxy. I'm just scrolling while I try to figure this out. D, hello. Mr. Harris, how are you? Grant, love you, Shug. All right, I'm going to try and turn this off.